Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our final week preview.
Yeah, now we had to delay a little bit, work got in the way, but that's why there's an extra bye week now in the preseason.
Exactly.
So that we can get our stuff in order and we can make this happen still.
Get it all figured out and still get you
the content you need.
Exactly.
To succeed in your fantasy football league, which is our league, but we really don't want them to succeed.
You know what? I really don't care, man. It's one of those things where this is supposed to be fun. So if I win, cool. If I don't, cool. Whatever. As long as you guys are all having fun too, and getting something from the content. Yeah, that's what this is all here for. Yeah, that being said, I'm still gonna kick all y'all's asses this year.
Man, that sounds like I've heard this before.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Close last year, though.
I was damn close last year, man. Being hamstrung right off the bat, losing CMC.
Weren't you the last seed, too?
No, I was the very first seed.
In the playoffs?
Oh, in the playoffs. Yeah. No, I barely squeaked myself into the playoffs, man. I literally had to win, the last 6 weeks.
But then everything just started clicking for you in the playoffs.
Yeah, except for that final week when everybody just decided to take a big old dump. But no, we're here. We're here to talk to you, as we said, about our final weekly preview. And then later this week, possibly on Friday, maybe?
Yeah.
We'll have our draft preview.
I will be off.
You'll be off.
I will be home and not doing anything. So I'm okay with still doing it on Teams or something. But
you're doing something nice and early or something, get it out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, you've done it on your days off.
Yeah, either that or Thursday. You can always do it on Thursday too.
My birthday.
But yeah, your birthday is this week. Yeah. So introductions. I am Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna. The M stands for malicious intent, which that's what I'm coming at y'all with this year. Malicious intent.
Malicious intent.
Yep.
And I am Tony Burgess. Tony S. Burgess. The S stands for
sucks.
No, I don't think that's right. I don't know. I mean,
set your draft boards.
That's always a default one. Is September.
Dude, we're a week out.
September 2nd. It's my birthday.
We're a week out from the draft in this league.
We are.
I have my first draft for one league on Thursday this week.
Yeah, I was supposed to have one today. I don't know if that's happening. I have one in the next couple of days at some point, and then I have 2 R's and then another one back to back. Monday and Tuesday.
Right on. Yeah, I got one on Thursday, one on Saturday, one on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be a lot of fun happening here in the next couple of weeks for
so excited
reasons.
Yep,
can't wait.
So excited to get back to football and just all sorts of stuff. But as you can see behind us, obviously it doesn't say or anything right here. But we're talking about the AFC West this week, the final division to speak with. And that has the team that came in second place in the league last year, ultimately, that was the runner-up in the Super Bowl, and that's the Chefs.
Yeah, no, the Chiefs are they're going to be a perennial team in the hunt for the Super Bowl every year with Mahomes.
The team to beat.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And out of this division, I mean, yes, they are definitely the top dog, but I definitely will have to say the Chargers are going to be sitting right comfortably in second with their quarterback Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he did really good.
He won Rookie of the Year offensively. Yeah. He's one of my favorite guys. He was coming out of the draft. I liked him, and he did really well last year. Those are really the only 2 teams I would even. I'm sorry, Broncos. Even though it's Denver, I still don't think you're going to be much more than an 8-8 team, at best.
Yeah, well,
Teddy Bridgewater, I like, but better than Drew Lock.
Yeah, we'll get to all of them here in just a minute. We're going to start off with the Chiefs, though, and in this offseason, they really had no significant signings because, why bother? You're getting you're getting a bunch of people back from that decided to take last year off with COVID, or dealing with injuries. You got two of your stellar offensive linemen back this year. You got one of the top defenders back in God, I'm blanking on his name.
The Honey Badger.
Tyrann Mathieu. Plus, they got one of their linebackers back as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to say a defensive end. So, yeah, no, this Chiefs team is looking just absolutely stacked. And as per usual, Mahomes, he's going to be the top quarterback pick probably.
It's pretty depressing. I mean, he's like 25 years old, maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, every single year with Mahomes at quarterback, they're going to be in the contention for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the next Patriots. Really.
Yeah, they're the next. He's the next Brady.
The next 15 years.
Yeah. Just always there.
Unfortunately. I mean, at least they're in the AFC. I mean, you're a Giants fan. I'm a Packer fan.
Yeah.
You don't have to necessarily always go against the Chiefs until the Super Bowl. But
Yeah. I mean, Giants will be playing the Chiefs this year because we play the AFC West this year. But
and I think we actually got I think we do too, but I think that was because of the extra game now that we have to versus the Chiefs, which is great.
Yeah,
great. Thanks.
But I mean, Rodgers going up against Mahomes, that's going to be a great game.
Oh yeah, that'd be prime time.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to watch.
So one of their running backs who has been sliding down draft boards right now, CEH.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually going, from what I've seen recently, in the third round. He's dropping down to like below Montgomery. And
how good was he last year in terms of fantasy ranking?
I want to.
I know we're skipping that, but
CEH last year was 20th.
Okay, so it's not even.
So he wasn't terrible last year.
Well,
he was fantasy relevant.
I'm wondering why they don't project him to be better.
He is dealing with an ankle injury right now, I think, that did not allow him to really play much in the preseason. But Darrell Williams is gone. Chiefs just released him.
Oh, Jerick McKinnon is okay, right?
He's decent. He was on the 49ers for the past couple of years. And he's been okay, but I see a little bit more for CEH this year than a lot of people are projecting him, but a lot of people are also saying like Swift, Montgomery, Carson, they're all better options to go with over.
Say Montgomery.
Yeah, David Montgomery.
Over? No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, especially when you look at what Montgomery was doing the end of last year, the last 6 games, he was the
receiver at running back.
He was the RB3.
Yeah.
For the last 6 games, he was the RB3 last year. So a lot of people are saying that Montgomery is going to continue on his tear, and people are getting down on CEH this year. So we'll see how that goes.
Sophomore slump? Is that what they're thinking?
Maybe. But I mean, I don't see any real competition in the backfield.
Yeah, so you would think he's going to get a lot of looks. He's great at receiving the ball. He's good at running. I mean, with Mahomes, I mean, you know that he's going to get a lot of looks. I think he's a good value pick, especially in the third round.
Yeah, if you can pick him up in the third round, I think that's a steal right there, honestly.
Yep.
Perennial first round pick, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, he is.
I've seen him
one of the best receivers.
Yes. Even. I've seen him in one mock draft that I have been a part of and have witnessed on videos and stuff. I've only seen once him fall to the second round.
Holy moly.
Yeah. That's insane. And he's a tight end. So, but I mean, you really can't get much better.
No.
I mean, he's a wide receiver in a tight end, form. So
exactly. Yeah.
The wide receivers on this team: Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, and then they drafted Cornell Powell in the 5th round. Don't know how much he'll play into this.
Just another body. For now, at least.
But Hill, you definitely want to get. I've seen him go in the 1st round a couple times. I see him go in the top of the 2nd round. So
yeah, he's always a good pick.
I think he's a solid pick.
Yeah, I mean, does he return kicks too?
I think every once in a while when they're in like a tough spot.
You do get fantasy points if they score a touchdown on a return.
Defense gets fantasy points. So if you have the Chiefs' defense.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's the special teams.
Yeah, it screwed me in the past like that before.
That's dumb.
Because I was like, I got Sammy Watkins on my team. Yeah, he just returned a kickoff for the Bills like 3 or 4 years ago. And then it was just like, the Bills' defense got 6 points. What the?
Yeah.
So, No, I thought it was like that before, but no,
Okay.
it's not.
Okay.
And then in the draft this year, the Chiefs had no first-round draft picks. With all of their picks, they went like with 6 beefy positions: linemen, defensive linemen, offensive linemen, and then 1 wide receiver, Cornell Powell. So they like their offense. They like the team that they have. They just want to get more beef and more something going on down in the trenches.
Sure. Yep.
So, and that was their biggest problem last year.
Got to protect the quarterback and open the running lanes for CEH.
Yep. So the second team in this division, I keep wanting to call them San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
They went out and signed Jared Cook in the offseason. I think it's a good.
It's always a great.
It's always a good pickup.
It's a nice, solid pick.
They lost Hunter Henry. But
I think. Well, I mean, I think his potential is really good, Hunter Henry, but he just keeps getting hurt. And
yeah.
So I do get the reason why they didn't re-sign him. But Jared Cook's a nice, solid replacement. He's up there in age. He was on the Packers, and he's been bouncing around now quite a bit. But
he was on the
pretty
Saints
reliable
last year, I want to say.
Yeah, he did pretty well actually with Drew Brees.
He was okay down there last year. But I mean, the rest of this team, quarterback Justin Herbert, man, he's going to be killer this year. He'll be a top 10 quarterback easily.
Yep. No, I like Herbert. He has good potential. That's why I think the Chargers will. I think they'll be one of the wild cards this year for sure.
And then who I like to call awesome excellent, Austin Eckler. Love that dude. I think he has the potential to be the potential like number 1 running back. I really think he has that potential in him.
I don't know if I would go that far, but he is a good receiving back and can run. And who they got behind him, Justin Jackson, Josh Kelly. I think Justin Jackson played a lot last year, but that's because of injuries.
Yeah, Eckler was injured most of last year.
That's the only thing is him staying healthy.
Yeah, Justin Jackson was okay. He was one of my sleepers for last year. I really liked him, but ultimately at the end of the year, once Eckler went down, their running game kind of stopped with this team. So I'm hoping that with Eckler coming back, that picks up and this team has, just a much more balanced, attack. And Eckler, as I said, the ceiling for Eckler, I think, is absolutely ginormous. I think he can absolutely be up there in definitely the top 3, if not the top 1, in my opinion. I think he can make it up there. Once again, though, based on health for a lot of people.
So, you're saying top running back in football?
Top fantasy running back. That's not always the same as the top running back in football. But top fantasy option, I think he could potentially be that person.
If he's there in the second round, do you get him?
If he's there at the top of the second round, if I see him I'm the 4th pick out of 10. If I see him come back to me at that second round, 6th pick, I'm absolutely scooping him up.
There you go.
Without a question. I would pick him up right now over Saquon Barkley. I would pick him up over Joe Mixon. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Giants fan. I love Saquon.
What about Aaron Jones?
No.
Okay.
I would pick Aaron Jones up over Eckler right now, even though I have in mock drafts seen Eckler go as high as the 3rd pick.
Really?
Yes. It was dumbfounding to me, but I've seen him go in the 3rd pick. So, a lot of other people do see the potential for Eckler as well. Yeah, so he could be good. He could be up there, but I think the Packers this year and Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, man, if you can get one of those 3, even Robert Tonyan, man, I think this is going to be a huge year for the Packers because I think Rodgers is going to be going on a tear.
It's the last dance.
Yeah, it's the last
basically.
dance for him. He wants one more championship before he leaves Green Bay, just to prove, see, I'm still the man.
Yeah.
Y'all for, trying to get rid of me and
What-
trying to screw me over. You guys give me nothing.
What better way to leave when you go back to back? Well, he might, back to back MVPs.
MVPs,
maybe. That'd
yeah.
be freaking insane.
So, right now I see a lot of the Packers as being must drafts. And let me tell you, come 5th pick of the draft, if Aaron Jones is not gone after that, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get those top 3 Packers.
Yeah, but back to the
Chargers.
Chargers.
Go.
Their tight end situation looks like Cook, and they got Trey McKitty in the 3rd round this year. I don't know how much he'll participate. He could be a really good pass receiver, though, whereas Cook is going to be like the bigger, run blocker type guy. So I don't know what's going on with the tight end situation here. I personally would not draft either of these guys just until I kind of figure out what's going on come week 1, week 2.
I agree.
Keenan Allen is an absolute must draft by the 3rd round. If he's still there come the 4th round, I would be surprised. He is a target hog, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, they don't have that many. I mean, Mike Williams, I always had high hopes for, but
Can be good,
He's
but
a big body guy, but
he comes.
I
He
don't
goes
know.
up and he attacks the ball so well.
They always pass it to him in the red zone. He's always a jump ball guy. But
The only
he doesn't
problem-
get a lot of receptions. He just gets the big ones.
Well, my main problem with him is when you look at him, he goes up, he makes the big plays, he makes the big catches, but he comes down so violently. It's like, how do you not expect to be hurt every single week?
Right.
When you are just dropping to the ground so damn violently. You got to get like Marvin Harrison type training.
You need to
and just
fall
catching down. But yeah, Mike Williams is an absolute draft as well. I would say if you can get him in the back of the draft, though, come like round 10, that's a steal.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
But yeah, Keenan Allen, 3rd, 4th round draft pick, absolutely must draft, especially in PPR formats like we are. He's gonna eat up the targets. He really is.
Yep.
In the draft this year, the Chargers went 5 offense, 5 defense. It was kind of all over the board. They got a tight end, they got a new wide receiver, Josh Palmer, in the 3rd round. But yeah, it was just kind of all over the board. Good amount of draft picks, bringing in that young blood and trying to help out the future of their team.
Yeah.
So the Donkeys, Denver Donkeys. They traded for Teddy Bridgewater. How's that going to work out for them?
I do think he's better than Drew Lock.
Yeah.
I do feel that he's a veteran quarterback that's been on a few different teams now, but I've always liked him. He had that crazy injury in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But he rebounded and he did really well in New Orleans for a bit, and then he went to Carolina and it was very meh. Now he's in Denver, and who knows what his situation will be like there. Mm-hmm. But I do think he is definitely an upgrade over Drew Lock.
And so does the coaching staff. They named him the starter.
But I do not feel still that the Broncos are going to be a playoff team. I think they're going to be just below 500 or you can't actually be 500 anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
So 8-9 is my projection. That sounds stupid.
Yeah. Though I like it. I hate the whole, we're 50-50. No, you're either good or you're bad. And, there is no tie. There is no bullshit like that. You're either good or you're bad, So, cool. Losing record for the Broncos. I don't know. Maybe I have a little more faith in this team, even though, I'm a Giants fan and Broncos are playing my Giants week 1. So, there will be that whole thing. But Teddy Bridgewater, really efficient quarterback. Melvin Gordon, really good, older running back, can catch the ball, still has some explosiveness. And then you got Javonte Williams right behind him. Drafted in the 2nd round, pick 3. How long do you think before Javonte Williams is the guy? Because right now it's Melvin Gordon.
Where did Javonte come from, I don't know what's going
I don't remember what
But he was
school
a high
offhand.
draft pick 2 or round 2.
Pick 3 round, yeah.
I mean, Melvin is getting paid big bucks, which is why they had a plethora of running backs last year, but now they're all gone. Philip Lindsay, who I thought should have stayed, and they shouldn't. I don't know why they paid Melvin Gordon this crazy money when they had other running backs. But regardless, I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard to take over Melvin's spot just because of the money aspect, but. We'll see. I mean, I guarantee, calling it now, Melvin's going to get hurt at some point, and then Javonte will get a chance and make a name for himself. And then maybe next offseason, there's a trade or some sort of deal made so that Javonte becomes the starter.
Yeah, or just Melvin Gordon is cut.
Is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to be staying. He'll be gone probably. But.
Tight end, Fant, and then there was some other people there who I just could not pronounce their names, so I didn't feel like putting it up there. They mean absolutely less than nothing. But Fant, I think he's a bust alert. I don't think Fant is going to be that good at all. I think he's busting.
Yeah, this is his third or fourth year now, and I haven't seen a lot from him. I mean, granted, though, he hasn't had the greatest quarterbacks, so it might be a little different with Teddy B at the quarterback realm or helm.
Yeah.
So he may actually be a good sleeper pick if he falls enough in the draft, and that's the only way I would take him is if he is late in the
10th
draft
round and beyond,
and he's still there. I would definitely be attracted to take him just because of the fact it's a new quarterback, and so it could. Who knows what will happen this year?
Especially once you start getting past the top 5 or 6 tight ends, and then you're just like, shit, playing the streamer, and then
when you get stuck and you don't know who to get anymore.
If he's there past the 10th round or something, pick him up, because he can only go up from there.
Yeah,
you're not wasting a lot of draft capital.
Exactly.
So and then Sutton, Judy, and Patrick, man.
Judy, man, his route running is sick.
His route running, Cortland Sutton, I saw him route run a defender completely off the screen the other day. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we live in Denver. Most people are just around here, Broncos and whatnot.
Yes.
I don't like the Broncos, but I recognize the talent of this team. And I am seeing Cortland Sutton in the 6th and 7th round of fantasy drafts. And it's just dude, he was on pace for 1,500 yards last year before he went down with a season-ending injury. He looks absolutely fantastic so far this year. He's got his explosiveness back. He's running people off the screen. I think Sutton is going to be absolutely great this year. I think the talent on this team is absolutely phenomenal, but I hate them and I want them to fail.
Well, they've always had a good defense. I'm sure that's going to be solid again.
Did you see, their first preseason game against the Minnesota Vikings, Patrick Surtain II.
Yeah, the corner.
Their cornerback that they just drafted, pick 6.
Yes.
One of the first plays of the game. It's welcome to the NFL. Here's a pick 6 right off the bat. Your dad was a beast. I absolutely loved Pat Surtain, the senior. They're getting Von Miller back.
Yeah.
They're getting a bunch of people back on their defense. You think this Broncos defense is going to be worth a shit this year?
Yes, I do believe in the Broncos defense. The offense has been absolutely pitiful the past couple of years. They just need to have a good O-line to protect Teddy. If their offense can do something, then yes, I do think this team can maybe be a play. That's the thing too. There's 3 wild cards in each conference now, so I mean it is an easier chance to make the playoffs.
Yep, definitely. So, there's, I believe, hope for the Broncos, but, being the dick that I am, they suck. Broncos suck. They're going to suck. On to the Raiders, them pesky Raiders. They went out this offseason. They acquired Kenyon Drake, which I think is a good pickup
Solid
from the Cardinals, and John Brown, who came in from the Bills.
Yeah. No, I've always liked John Brown since he was on the Cardinals when he got drafted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked him back in those days too. I thought he was a really, really good, really underrated talent.
Yeah, I always thought he was underrated.
So, yep, I like him a lot. What do you think about Derek Carr?
I don't know how much you're going to be able to do with him. I mean, you've had enough of a sampling size. He's, in his 5th year or so at least?
Oh, I want to say more.
Or more, 6,
Yeah.
7. So he's been very okay.
13th last year.
Very, not top 10, but maybe top 15. And Josh Jacobs. And Drake, that'd be a good combo, right? You got the power, and then you got the receiving back.
Dude, I'm seeing Josh Jacobs not get drafted until like the 4th and 5th round. Once again, he's down in like that Mike Davis kind of.
I would take him
tier
before that. And then that's the thing with the Raiders, right? They have a lot of talent on their team. Like there's a lot of people I'm like, I like that guy, I like that guy, I like that guy.
Yeah.
But they don't do much on the field. They always, maybe it's their defense, I don't know, but they always lose. They seem to lose games that they're supposed to win. I don't know if it's the coaching. I mean, they have freaking John Gruden.
Yeah.
There's been questions about if it's going to be his last year here or not. He signed that, was it like a 5-year, $100 million contract a while back, and
yeah.
I think he's had enough time to get his team going, and they've just been very.
You should have been able to at this point.
I think they have more talent. They have enough talent to make the playoffs, but I don't know if they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at the talent that this team has, Waller is an absolutely
he's
unstoppable force at tight end.
He's up there, top 3 with Kelsey and Kittle.
Absolutely. Like I've been hard pressed to see him get back to me at the turn from round 2 to 3. Yeah. So the fact that I don't see like Kelsey, Waller, or Kittle make it to that turn, that's insane right there. But then you got like Ruggs. Henry Ruggs, I think is tremendous. I think he's a great talent. Bryan Edwards, super underrated. I think he can be huge. John Brown, he's always been good. Hunter Renfrow, again, another underrated little slot guy that can be amazing.
Yeah, he has glue for hands. He's never drops the ball. He's always open. He's never going to be like the 60-yard, 70-yard touchdown play, but he's always going to be the reliable guy. You know, if you need to check down, he's always going to be open and going to make a play for you.
Absolutely. So I don't know about really drafting anybody on this team, especially in the wide receiver position, until you kind of see what happens week 1. I've tried Edwards. I traded Ruggs with you last year, and he did absolutely nothing.
He did.
I think a lot of that comes down to Derek Carr, though.
It does.
And their defense, because their defense has been just absolutely piss poor. They can't keep teams out of, But then, Waller's kind of the only guy. Waller and Jacobs are the only guys on this team that saw any real production.
Right.
So if you can get one of those two guys, good on you. But Jacobs, I would probably look at him in the 4th round. Waller, I wouldn't take him beyond before the 3rd, just because that's how I tend to draft. I don't like to take tight ends early because. Yeah, those top 3 tight ends, they're going to make a huge difference, but there are only 3 of them. Literally only 3 of them. If you don't have them, which most of the league won't, oh well. Yep. They did nothing of substance in the draft this year. I feel like they reached crazy hard for Leatherwood.
That's kind of their style.
It's very Giant style.
They draft according to speed a lot, which is always weird to me. Even after Al Davis left or died, whatever happened to him. Sorry, Al Davis.
He left this mortal coil.
But they've always reached in the draft. They never really listen to draft boards. They kind of draft just according to their own ways of speed, which is really funny to me too, because their GM is Mike Mayock, who was always the draft expert for NFL Network. So I always kind of scratched my head. I was like, why are you making so stupid picks when you're literally like the draft analyst? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a very strange organization. Definitely one of the most strangest organizations in football.
Yeah. But their stadium looks like the Death Star, so.
There you
go. So getting to our individual rankings for these guys, Mahomes and Herbert are really the only two quarterbacks that you want to look at in this division.
Agreed.
Projected to be number 2 and number 9, respectively. Yeah, I see that absolutely being possible with both of them.
Yeah. No, I think those are good spots for them. Herbert may even be better than 9. He is a great quarterback.
Yeah. As far as the running backs go, there's only like 3 or 4 running backs that you want to look at in this division. CEH, they're projecting to be number 21. Eckler, they're projecting to be number 3. Javonte Williams, the rookie, they're projecting him to be 11th.
11.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold statement.
With Gordon being 20.
Interesting.
So
they think he's going to be taken over.
Yeah, they think he'll be taken over sooner than later. I've watched a couple of the preseason games with him. He looks really good. I think for me personally, though, I have a hard time drafting rookie running backs. Like, if I saw Najee Harris fall to me at the end of the second round, I still wouldn't pick him up.
Drafting any rookies in general, like receivers or running backs, it's even quarterback. You don't know.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Trevor Lawrence, greatest quarterback of all. He's on the Jaguars now, bud.
Yeah, I ain't really looking at Trevor Lawrence either.
So it's going to be it's always a big question mark for those rookies.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. As far as the tight ends go, there's actually 4 that they say are viable options in this division. Kelsey being number 1, Cook being number 7,
wow,
Fant being number 8, and then Waller being number 2.
I guess I could see Cook being better than what he was last year because they are pretty much a pass-heavy team with Herbert now at quarterback. And after seeing what he could do last year, I think that's why they're like, oh, yeah, now they're going to be just passing all over the place, and Cook's going to get a lot of looks. But they did draft that rookie, though. And
they're projecting him to be 58th overall, so not contribute much.
I would be still – I personally probably still won't get Cook for like this number 7 tight end.
I wouldn't bank on that.
I wouldn't.
But I mean, the difference between the number 5 and the number 10 tight end was like 10 points.
Yeah.
So, and as far as wide receivers go in this division, a fair amount of decent wide receivers, but not a lot that they're projecting to do really well. Hill being number 2 overall. Mm-hmm. Last year he was number 2. This year they're projecting him to be number 2. Yeah, absolutely. Keenan Allen, they're projecting him to be 34th overall.
He could, if he's healthy, he could be better than that. A lot better.
And those are like the best 2 that they're projecting. Like the next one after that is 44th with Sutton.
Who also will probably be better than 44 if he's not hurt.
Yep.
There's always those big ifs.
Same with Judy. They're projecting him to be 57th overall, and I absolutely see that being better.
Way better than that. I would definitely. That's a steal.
Yeah.
His route running is so just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I see a lot of these guys going better than their projected. Hardman, I don't see him being 55th overall. I see him being better. Mm-hmm. Mike Williams, I could see top 50 for Mike Williams, especially the way he stays healthy.
I know we keep saying that, but that is seriously the make or break part of fantasy football, healthy.
Yeah.
Just be on the field.
Yeah. Ruggs, they're projecting him to be 80th. Edwards, they didn't even project him in the top 100. John Brown, 56th overall. Hunter Renfrow, 83rd. They're not saying that there's going to be a lot of good pass catchers in this division, with the exception of Tyreek Hill and Darren Waller.
Yeah, and which are two fantastic people, but
Absolutely, top 2 round draft picks right there.
Yeah,
Definitely. So
yeah,
cool. Well, I think that's it.
that's it.
So that's it for a preview. Again, before we move on, I do want to throw out a couple reminder to everybody, and I did speak with everybody today with the exception of Doug, who's not on, and Aaron, because he's out. I'll shoot him a text. Everybody has confirmed that they are okay with Tuesday the 7th, 1 week from today, at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, doing our draft.
Heck yeah.
I will be sending out payments for fees and whatnot, the emails for that here very shortly. And we'll start getting those in. And
Let's do it.
we're almost there.
We
We
are
got
almost
our draft preview
Yeah.
like later this week, and then that's it. Then we're getting into
Football.
real football. Holy shit, real football is here. Woo!
Football. Let's do it.
Oh man, that is going to be absolutely great. I cannot wait for real football to happen. So until then, until our next draft episode, for my co-host, Mr. Tony S. Burgess, the S stands for
September 2nd.
September 2nd.
My birthday.
Your birthday. Yep. In 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
Not 1, 2 days.
Yep. Not 3. 2.
2 days.
So, yep, I think that's going to do it for us. I am Mr. Garrett M. La Laguna with malicious intent.
Malicious
I'm
intent.
coming after all y'all this year.
There you go.
So, have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.